Let's look at the reaction to him going to LSU. Well, first of all, let's look at the reaction from other students, female ones, who I guess they were not happy with what he did. Lane Kiffin left Ole Miss for LSU is now getting all the Ole Miss students dyslexic. Lane Kiffin left Ole Miss for LSU, and now all the Ole Miss students are exposing him for getting with students. Yeah, I mean, first of all, she's got the disappearing message pulled up, and he doesn't. You played yourself on that one, clearly, when it comes to this woman being several steps ahead of you there, Lane. But to be honest with you, I'm just going to scroll through these. I don't care particularly. I don't know, maybe I should, but I don't really care. And also, like, I'm not surprised that this is going to come out. But as long as the guy was single, etc. But I mean, it's insane. It's insane. Oh, that this became part of this. God forbid a man has motion. See, that's what I'm saying. Lane's cracked more rebels than the Union Army. Brother. One thing that I should bring up at this point is that the whole blackmailing him or blackmailing the organization or blackmailing Ole Miss thing, right? Essentially what happened was that Lane wanted to coach in the college football playoff. Now, Scott Van Pelt will explain to you in just a second why he thinks that that's absolutely ridiculous. I don't personally think that it's that insane. I do get why it looks insane from the outside looking in, but at the same time, it's not Lane's fault that the college football schedule is what it is, which I also have a clip from Nick Saban, explaining that if you don't want to take my word for it. But the college football schedule is ridiculous. The way that they have laid out the transfer portal, the way they've laid out the signing days in particular, requires guys to get signed to new schools, requires schools to hire their head coaches in such a manner that they have to basically poach coaches from teams that are currently, actively competing or in the playoffs or in SEC championship hopes or, conference championship hopes, because naturally those are the kind of guys that you're going to want. Well, you can't wait anymore until after the season to do so. You just can't. So this is not a Lane Kiffin thing at all. He's basically sabotaging his own recruiting class by not going right now, unless they would let him continue to coach Ole Miss, and LSU would, the recruits would basically know, hey, that's where he's going. Again, at that point, I almost don't even know why it matters. Because it's only playoff games that they have remaining. As of Saturday night, Kiffin was essentially demanding to finish the season with Ole Miss while simultaneously threatening to poach Ole Miss's roster and staff if he couldn't. It's unfortunately gotten even messier than expected as emotions are high. In response to Ole Miss shutting him down, Kiffin has told his staff that if they don't get on the plane to Baton Rouge today, they will not have a job at LSU. My issue with it is kind of the way that it's presented, because he's ultimately in a tough spot. He ultimately has to go right now and wants to fill out his staff with guys that he knows and trusts from his staff at Ole Miss, which naturally he would. He's basically going to say to them, look, this is the situation. This is what I got to do. It's what you got to do. If you want to come, you got to come now. So it's one of those things that I really feel like he's kind of getting a bad rap on.